Look closely at the top of these cliffs. What you are looking at is not a trick of the eye or a movie set. It is Meteora. In Greek, Meteora literally translates to suspended in the air. And for centuries, the people who lived atop these giant sandstone pillars were completely cut off from the rest of the world. No roads, no stairs, no safety nets. To understand the story of the monasteries, you first have to understand the bizarre landscape. These pillars were not formed by volcanic eruptions. Millions of years ago, this entire valley was the bottom of a massive inland sea. Over eons, tectonic activity, rushing water, and extreme winds sculpted the soft seabed, leaving behind these smooth vertical columns of sandstone. Some rise over 1,300 feet straight out of the earth. Human history here began in the caves. Around the 9th and 10th centuries, hermit monks sought absolute isolation to be closer to God. They climbed into the natural hollows of the cliffs, living a life of total solitude. But by the 14th century, the world below became incredibly dangerous. The Byzantine Empire was collapsing, and Ottoman raiders were sweeping through Greece. The monks needed more than just spiritual isolation. They needed an impenetrable fortress. Led by a monk named Athanasios, they did the unthinkable. They began building fully functional monasteries on the absolute summits of the peaks, where no invading army could ever reach them. But how do you build a fortress on a sheer cliff? No army could ever reach them. But how do you build a fortress on a sheer cliff with no stairs? The answer is mind-boggling. Every single stone, beam of wood, tile, and drop of had to be hauled up by hand using primitive rope ladders, large nets, and wooden winches. If a monk wanted to leave or return, they were stepped into a simple rope net and cranked up the vertical cliff face. According to local law, when early travelers asked the monks how often they replaced the fraying ropes, the reply was always the same: only when they break. At its peak, there were 24 active monasteries crowning these rocks, acting as vital sanctuaries for Greek culture, art, and religion during centuries of foreign rule. Today, only 6 remain active, protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In the 1920s, steps were finally carved into the stone, making them accessible to the world. Meteora stands as a brilliant testament to human endurance, engineering, and the lengths people will go to find peace. It is a place where history, faith, and nature collide to create something truly magical.